Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please hit the subscribe. Now this start video. The WWE Universe has been abuzz with speculation following the latest developments on SmackDown, where Paul Heyman delivered a cryptic message to the new Bloodline and Solo Sikoa. This stirring segment not only teased dramatic possibilities for the ongoing Bloodline saga, but also hinted at a potential betrayal by Heyman, one that could shift the very foundation of WWE's storytelling. While many fans speculate about Heyman aligning with Solo Sikoa or even CM Punk, there's an intriguing possibility that a far more electrifying force might be at play. The Rock. Could Paul Heyman betray Roman Reigns, not for an established Bloodline member, but for the Great One himself? During last week's SmackDown, the tension in the Bloodline storyline reached a fever pitch. Paul Heyman, the ever-calculating wise man, appeared alongside Solo Sikoa to address the impending tribal combat. In a striking moment, Sikoa declared that Heyman would be the one responsible for placing the ceremonial Ula Fala, a necklace symbolizing the tribal chief's authority, around the victor's neck after the match. This statement immediately sent shockwaves through the WWE Universe. The symbolic gesture suggested Heyman's loyalty would come under scrutiny, regardless of the match outcome. However, a subtle moment during Heyman's promo caught the attention of eagle-eyed fans. He flashed a three-finger gesture eerily similar to one made by The Rock during his last WWE appearance at Bad Blood 2024. Could this be a subtle hint of an alliance between Paul Heyman and The Rock, or is it merely a red herring designed to keep fans guessing? Adding fuel to the fire, rumors are swirling that The Rock may make a surprise appearance during the upcoming WWE RAW premiere on Netflix. Such a move would not only mark the Great One's dramatic return, but also serve as a game-changing moment in the Bloodline storyline. If The Rock does return, the stage would be perfectly set for Paul Heyman to reveal his betrayal. Instead of pledging his allegiance to Roman Reigns or Solo Sikoa, Heyman could align with The Rock, turning the tribal combat's outcome into a stunning power shift. The idea of The Rock claiming the Ula Fala from Heyman instead of Roman Reigns or Solo Sikoa has already gained traction online, with fans speculating about the ripple effects this would have on WWE's narrative landscape. Paul Heyman's motivations. Why would he betray Roman Reigns? Paul Heyman's alliance with Roman Reigns has been one of the most compelling partnerships in modern WWE history. Their chemistry, marked by Heyman's razor-sharp promos and Reigns' dominant presence, elevated the tribal chief to unprecedented heights. However, cracks have begun to show in their relationship. When Roman Reigns took a hiatus following his grueling battles with Cody Rhodes and other top contenders, Heyman found himself adrift, forced to manage Solo Sikoa and his burgeoning faction alone. During this period, Heyman faced increasing pressure from Solo and the new Bloodline, often finding himself at odds with the self-proclaimed tribal chief. Reigns' absence left Heyman feeling abandoned, an experience that could serve as the emotional foundation for his betrayal. The prospect of The Rock entering the Bloodline storyline adds an entirely new dimension. As a bona fide Hollywood megastar and one of WWE's most iconic figures, The Rock's involvement would be a blockbuster development. A potential alliance between Heyman and The Rock could stem from a shared desire to reclaim the Bloodline's legacy. The Rock's status as a legendary figure within the Anoa'i family makes him a natural adversary for Roman Reigns, whose reign as tribal chief has become increasingly tyrannical. Aligning with The Rock would also allow Heyman to escape Reigns' shadow while ensuring he remains at the center of WWE's most compelling storyline. If Paul Heyman does betray Roman Reigns, the repercussions could be seismic. Not only would it mark the end of one of WWE's most successful partnerships, but it would also set the stage for an epic showdown between The Rock and Reigns. Such a betrayal would also raise questions about Solo Sikoa's future. Would he continue to support Reigns, or would he break away to forge his own path? Additionally, how would Cody Rhodes, who has been a central figure in challenging Reigns' dominance, fit into this evolving narrative? The WWE Universe has never been shy about sharing its theories, and the potential betrayal of Roman Reigns has sparked a flurry of online discussions. Some fans believe Heyman's alliance with The Rock could lead to a factional war within the bloodline, with members choosing sides. Others suggest the storyline could culminate in a multi-generational match at WrestleMania, featuring Roman Reigns, The Rock, and even younger members of the Inoue family. Regardless of the direction WWE chooses, it's clear the Bloodline saga remains one of the most dynamic and unpredictable storylines in wrestling history. If Paul Heyman betrays Roman Reigns, the emotional impact of such a moment cannot be overstated. Heyman has been more than just an advocate for Reigns. He has been the architect behind the tribal chief's dominance. The betrayal would signify a personal and professional fracture, and fans would undoubtedly see an enraged, emotionally vulnerable Reigns, a side of the self-proclaimed head of the table rarely witnessed. Roman's character thrives on control and loyalty. The prospect of losing Heyman, the one person who has stood steadfastly by his side through thick and thin, could send him spiraling into chaos. This could mark a critical turning point in his storyline arc, forcing him to either fight harder to retain his title as the tribal chief or crumble under the weight of the betrayal. On the other hand, Heyman's motivations would also offer an interesting psychological layer. For years, Heyman has been known as a master manipulator, but his alliance with Reigns seemed rooted in genuine admiration for the tribal chief's dominance. If Heyman has felt sidelined, unappreciated, or even threatened during Roman's recent reign, this betrayal could be seen as his way of reclaiming power and agency. The Rock's presence in WWE is always a game-changer. As a global superstar who transcends the wrestling industry, his involvement in the Bloodline saga would elevate the storyline to unprecedented levels of mainstream appeal. Should The Rock return to claim the mantle of tribal chief, it would represent a clash of philosophies between two titans of the Inoue dynasty. Roman Reigns, the modern-day kingpin, has built his dominance through fear, manipulation, and brute force. The Rock, in contrast, represents charisma, legacy, and the respect of fans across generations. This philosophical divide could create a compelling narrative dynamic, with Paul Heyman acting as the bridge, or perhaps the spark, that ignites the conflict. One of the most tantalizing prospects of Paul Heyman's betrayal and The Rock's return is the potential setup for a once-in-a-lifetime WrestleMania main event. WWE has long teased the idea of The Rock versus Roman Reigns, but the Bloodline storyline has created the perfect backdrop for such a showdown. With WrestleMania season on the horizon, the timing of this potential betrayal couldn't be more perfect. The Rock's re-emergence could serve as the catalyst for a larger feud that culminates on the grandest stage of them all. The stakes would be astronomical. Not just the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, but the very legacy of the Inoue family and the title of tribal chief itself. While much of the focus has been on Roman Reigns and The Rock, Solo Sikoa is another wild card in this story. As the enforcer of the new bloodline, Sikoa has often been portrayed as a silent but powerful presence. However, his declaration on SmackDown, that Paul Heyman will place the Eula Fala around the winner's neck, suggests that he may be more invested in the outcome of tribal combat than he lets on. If Heyman betrays Reigns, Solo could either align with The Rock to form a new version of the bloodline, or stand by Reigns in a bid to consolidate power. Alternatively, Sikoa might see the betrayal as an opportunity to carve out his own path, potentially challenging both Reigns and The Rock for control of the family legacy. Beyond the immediate storyline implications, Heyman's betrayal and The Rock's return would have long-term consequences for WWE. The Bloodline saga has been one of the company's most successful narratives in years, drawing in new viewers and keeping longtime fans invested. A betrayal of this magnitude would reinvigorate the storyline, ensuring its relevance for months to come. Moreover, involving The Rock would attract mainstream media attention, bringing additional eyes to the product. This could be particularly beneficial as WWE transitions to its Netflix partnership, offering a high-profile storyline to showcase the brand's storytelling prowess. Finally, this twist could also pave the way for new stars to emerge. Superstars like Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, or even younger members of the Anoa'i family could use the fallout of Heyman's betrayal as a launching pad for their own narratives, ensuring the Bloodline storyline continues to evolve in fresh and exciting ways. As WWE RAW's Netflix debut approaches, all eyes will be on Paul Heyman and his next move. Will he remain loyal to Roman Reigns, or will he shock the world by aligning with The Rock? The tribal combat's outcome, combined with Heyman's potential betrayal, promises to deliver a dramatic twist that could redefine WWE's narrative for years to come.